Tonight, our special transmission as at least 10 family members of Ismail Haniyeh have been killed in Israeli attacks. Assalamu alaikum and good evening. This is Muslim News Canada on Muslim Network TV. I'm Aisha Ashraf. Today is the 264th day since Israel started targeting Palestinians indiscriminately. In the past 24 hours, Israeli strikes have killed 32 Palestinians in the Gaza Strip. 139 have been injured. Among the victims are at least 10 family members of Ismail Haniyeh, including his sister. Haniyeh is the head of the political bureau of Hamas. The airstrike targeted their home in the beach refugee camp. On April 10th, Haniyeh lost 3 sons in an airstrike in the same camp. In a separate incident, an Israeli attack on people seeking aid supplies has killed at least 10 Palestinians. The casualties include guards securing aid trucks. Israeli airstrikes hit 2 schools used as shelters in the Al-Daraj neighborhood and the beach refugee camp. The exact number of casualties from these strikes is yet to be confirmed by health authorities. Civil defense teams in the Al-Maghazi refugee camp have recovered 5 bodies from a home destroyed by an airstrike. The bodies include those of 3 children and a woman. Health experts estimate nearly 495,000 Palestinians are facing catastrophic food shortages in Gaza. The death toll from Israel's war continues to mount. At the time of writing, at least 37,658 Palestinians have been killed by attacks. A revised report by the United Nations estimates another 10,000 civilians are buried under the rubble. 86,237 have been injured. Israel's death toll from Hamas's attack stands at 1,139. Critics are accusing Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu of prioritizing his political future over national security. Protesters are angry over prolonged war in Gaza. Experts say Netanyahu is defiant to continue the war to remain in power. This comes as there is mounting pressure from the Israeli military to end the war. Opposition leader Yair Lapid says Netanyahu's legacy is tied to security failures and political maneuvering. Israeli military officials dispute the feasibility of Netanyahu's war strategy. Israeli families demand ceasefire and hostage return. They blame Netanyahu for delayed action. U.S. officials have cautioned that Israel's Iron Dome could be outmatched in a heightened conflict with Hezbollah. Experts fear Hezbollah's capability to launch up to 3,000 missiles daily from Lebanon, a stark escalation from previous conflicts. They say overwhelming waves of missiles will bypass Israel's air defense systems. Experts are also warning about the inability of civil infrastructure to cope with such a large-scale conflict. Hezbollah has significantly bolstered its defense since 2006. It now possesses a formidable arsenal, including guided ballistic missiles and drones. The US and France are actively seeking to defuse tensions and avoid a full-scale war. Arab companies from the United Arab Emirates, Egypt, Jordan, and Morocco are trading hundreds of kosher-certified food products with Israel. The news comes as there are global calls to boycott products related with Israeli companies fueling genocide in Gaza. An investigation by Middle East Eye and Arabic Post has revealed ongoing trade. The chief rabbinate of Israel's database lists over 442 certified products. These include staples like oils, fruits, and snacks. Some companies have denied direct exports, citing third-party sales. Recently, Egypt and Israel have been facing political tensions. Yet, Egypt's trade figures show significant import values, reaching $25 million in the past month. Diplomatic normalization through the Abraham Accords in 2020 has bolstered trade between UAE and Israel. Egypt has dismissed rumors of coordinating with the US to facilitate the exit of Gaza residents. Foreign Ministry spokesman Ahmed Abu Zaid says no discussions or arrangements had taken place between Egyptian and US diplomats. Recently, Israel has captured the Palestinian side of Rafah crossing. The border is the sole link for Gaza to the outside world. Egypt has reiterated its stance against operating Rafah jointly with Israel. The closure of the border is complicating efforts for a ceasefire mediated by Egypt, Qatar, and the US. The Lebanese government has debunked claims by Western media that Iranian weapons are stored at Beirut airport. A report published by a British newspaper says Hezbollah is storing these weapons. Lebanon's transport minister and foreign diplomats visited the Rafik Hariri International Airport to probe allegations. Minister Ali Haniyeh calls the media reports a psychological warfare meant to tarnish Lebanon's reputation. The news comes as tensions have escalated between Hezbollah and Israel. The US has signaled support for Israel in potential conflicts. Israel has long accused Hezbollah of weaponizing Lebanese installations, a claim Hezbollah denies. Large gatherings of Free Palestinian demonstrations took place Saturday in Montreal and Toronto. Protesters marched through streets carrying banners and chanting Free Palestine slogans and demanding an end to the Israeli aggression. In Yonge Dundas Square in Toronto, demonstrators called for an immediate ceasefire. Police in both cities monitored the events closely to ensure public safety. Thank you for watching. Our news is produced by Muslim Network TV, which is a not-for-profit organization. We need your support for donations. Please scan the QR code on our broadcast or visit muslimnetwork.tv to donate now, so we can continue to amplify the voices of Muslims in Canada and abroad.